Oh, hello there. This little video is to remind folks of what we did in class on Monday, February 6th, about rewriting a story as equivalent expressions. So remember, the goal here was to describe a situation in more than one way using equivalent expressions. And of course, the Rosarita can here is to remind us, yeah, we did that one problem with the beans. So this is a little review, and we'll see if we can piece it together. So we started off that Mr. O had B boxes of beans. So I don't know how many, but we're going to represent it with the letter B. So that's the letter B, B boxes. Each box holds 8 cans. So if I had one box, that would be 8 cans. If I had 2 boxes, that would be 16 cans. If B equals 3 or 3 boxes, that would be 24 cans. There are also 4 cans sitting on the shelf, just hanging out by themselves, not in boxes. So the direction here is to write 3 equivalent expressions for how many cans of beans Mr. O has. And so this should take the form of the expressions that we had worked with last week, where you had a set of parentheses and some value in front of it. So the first thing we did is we asked, well, how do we describe the number of cans that we have in the boxes? And we eventually figured out that if we had one box, if we have boxes, how many cans? If we have one box, well, that would be 8 times 1, or 8 cans, right? If we had 2 boxes, that would be 8 times 2, or 16 cans. If we had 3 boxes, that would be 8 times 3, or 24 cans. If we had B boxes, that would simply be 8 times B. And that tells us the number of cans in boxes, no matter how many boxes we have. Okay, so we have 8B is the part that's in boxes. The part that's just the 4 sitting on the shelf, well, that's just 4 cans, right? And so we can combine the 4 cans, right, because this represents cans. We combine these two, and we can rewrite it as 8B plus 4, where the 8B, again, represents the cans I have in boxes, and the 4 is the cans on the shelf. So this right here is one of our expressions. The question is, can we rewrite this a different way? And yeah, sure, you betcha. If we take the number 8, we can write it as 1 times 8, as well as 2 times 4. 4 we can write as 1 times 4, or 2 times 2. So is there anything common between these two piles? Well, yeah, there is a 2 that's in common. And so I can pull the 2 out. When I do that, what must I multiply the 2 by in order to go back to our original expression? Well, 2 times 4b is 8b, plus 2 times 2 is 4. So this is another expression. And notice the parts in here are the other parts that remained. Of course, 2 is not the only thing they have in common. They also have 4 in common. And there, so 4 is also a common factor. Happens to be the greatest common factor. But what do I multiply 4 by to get to 8b? Well, 4 times 2b, there's the 2. 4 times 2b is 8b, plus 4 times 1 is 4. So here is another expression. So here we go. We have 1, 2, 3 expressions for representing the number of cans of beans I have, where the first part is the cans I have that are in boxes, plus the cans I have on the shelf.